Recently, a famous news anchor made a big claim that Delhi is like a bowl and the Aravalli hills stand like a walls on three sides. So poisoned air gets trapped in Delhi. Wow, what a great geographical knowledge. So what is solution then? Break the Aravalli with the bulldozer so that air can escape freely and then blame the mountains and forgive vehicles, factories, crop burning and the mining mafia. The Aravalli are actually the lungs of Delhi, which stops desert dust from the coming in. Save the Aravalli, otherwise maybe not a ball, but Delhi will surely turn into a sand dune. Do not drown geography in blind devotion, sir. The root of pollution is human carelessness, not nature. Anyway, when eyes are tied with a band of money, what is the use of saying anything? If the Aravalli mountain and the range of the forest disappear, then what? Some so called people, along with leaders, ministers, and industrials like Adani, will still live. For them, there are luxury villas, private jets, and air purifiers. But what about wildlife, animals, and birds? Their right to live is probably not written in corporate balance sheet. More than 30 hills have already been eaten by the mining mafia. Now it the remain ones in the name of the development. With the fall of the Aravalli, leopards, peacock, deer, and hundred of the species will lose their. And what about bird? Bird will fly away, animals will run away, our pocket will be full of money. This is not a decision but a license to kill the nature. The Aravalli mountain range, one of the oldest geological structure in India. In November 2025, the Supreme Court accepted a new definition of the Aravalli Hills on the recommendation of the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. According to this decision, only landforms that rise at least 100 meters above 328 feet above the local area will be recognized as Aravalli Hills. Also, if two or more such hills are within 500 meters of each other, they will be treated as a cluster. Earlier, there was no strict height limit and the entire range was considered protected, but now this change will remove more than 92% of the hills from protection. This 692-kilometer long range is spread across Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi, and Gujarat now be openly exposed to mining and construction in the most areas. The government claims this is the based on science and that mining will be not allowed everywhere in low long areas, but environmentalists say this decision benefits mining mafias and big industrialists and has expert protection across the state. For example, in Rajasthan, out of more than 12,000 mapped hills, only 8% meet the new criteria. The rest are now under the threat of mining. This decision weakened 23-year-old bans that over imposed to stop illegal mining. This means that lower hills less than 100 meters high will no longer be considered Aravalli. This means mining and construction can happen freely on them. Now we will crush whatever hills remain and destroy them because the Aravalli are our father's property, right? We will throw some pieces of paper that's so called money and everything will be fine. Money hungry people cannot see that the Aravalli have for centuries stated as a natural wall of stopping the Thar desert from spreading eastward. They block hot and dusty winds from the reaching Delhi NCR and the Gangetic plains. If the lower Aravalli hills are destroyed, desertification will speed up. Some reports estimated that the Thar desert could expand 50 to 100 kilometers towards Delhi. This will increase dust storms, raise air pollution level, and Delhi could become semi-desert. In Delhi, PM means particulate matter is 2.5. This level are often dangerous. This cause breathing disease, heart problems, and even cancer because these tiny particles go deep into the lungs and mix with the bloods. Even if smoke looks less These particles remain above safe limits. Without the Aravalli, sandstorms will become common of all year. Just imagine what our condition will be then. Agriculture will suffer and water resource will dry up. It is hard to imagine when green field will be filled only with sand. The Aravalli observe rainwater and maintain groundwater levels, which is very important for northern India. Their deconstruction will increase, floods, droughts, and climate change effects will become worse. Some studies show that Thar Desert is already expanding due to land degradation, and breaking the green wall of the Aravalli will increasing heat and dust in Delhi. But the government has become blind. For a little money, it sees nothing. If the Thar Desert reaches Delhi, then what? Leaders will get special houses and palaces with filtered air. The public will eat sands but celebrate development. Mining companies will earn profit, industrialists will become rich, and the government will strengthen election funds. But nature, that is just a business opportunities. Our environment ministry is become a mining promotion board. If Delhi turn into a desert, at least there will be sand dunes in traffic to play on. This is a short-sighted decision that will force desert life on future generation. Also look at another important role of the Aravalli. Aravalli is 2.5 billion year old range, works as a carbon sink and help fight climate change. The biodiversity of the Aravalli includes more than 300 bird species and a thousand of plant species. Illegal mining has already destroyed thousands of hectares of forest. It's affecting local livelihood. These hills provide grazing land, medicine plants, and water resources. The new definition will leave 90% of the area unprotected, increase wildlife extinction. It will also threaten climate stability in northern India, where heat waves are already increasing. Some people will say this is a masterpiece with a scientific basis that cutting mountains will clean Delhi NCR. On the other hand, ecologists are shouting that this is a disaster, but leaders do not listen them. They are busy collecting tax from the public. Poor people are busy paying taxes and rich people are busy becoming more rich. Destroy mountain, earn money. People, they will vote because this is a developed India. But the truth is, this decision is a slave to corporate lobby. If the Aravalli go, northern India will become a sandbox. Children will play in sand, but breathing will be hard. The government's eyes are covered with money. It does not see how costly nature's revenge will be. This is not development but a model of destruction where the rich fill their pockets and the poor lose their breath. Ignoring nature will be expensive. Cut mountain, let sand fly, but when the desert comes, even your palace will be buried. Time to wake up, or this path of development will prove to be destruction. I would like to thank the brother of Rajasthan who started a movement to save the Aravalli, and in such a big way. This movement is spread fast in districts like Jodhpur, Udaipur, Alwar and Jaipur. Thousands of farmers and local people have come out on the street. Farmers are taking out tractor rallies and people are blaming the government of taking decision under the pressure from big industrialists like Adani. Recently in Jodhpur, the police even used batons, but the movement is not stopping, and as the result of this movement, the court in its latest order on December 29, 2025 has put a November judgment in abeyance until a new high-powered committee reviews the definition and its ecological impact. No new mining leases are allowed until a sustainable mining plan is prepared. Mining is completely banned in core areas like protected forest, eco-sensitive zones and wetlands, except some strategical minerals. The central government has also directed states to stop new leases and strictly apply environmental rules to existing mines. This order is an attempt to protect the Aravalli ecology, but the dispute over the definition continues and is now in under review. Seeing this gave some happiness, but how long this order will remain is a serious issue. Once the matter cool down, illegal mining may start again in Aravalli. This time, because of the Supreme Court decision and public pressure, the voice reached us. Next time, maybe we will not even hear it, and mining will start. Then, what will happen? More than 30 hills have already been eaten by the mining mafia, and we will not even know about that. What do you think about it? This serious issue? Let me in the comment box. And if you like my hard work, please subscribe the channel, share the video so that I can bring new video like that.